News at 7 is brought to you by Hyundai. Modern, premium, affordable.
Its 10-pillar strategy dubbed Mission Jamaica Love, as it lays out what it says is the best path towards a brighter future for the country. The party outlined its general election manifesto last evening at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel in New Kingston. Siobhan Campbell was there.
Mission Jamaica Love. 10 pillars the PNP promises will bring true opportunity and a better life for all Jamaicans. It's an acronym for justice for all, access to quality education, modern infrastructure, agriculture and food security, innovation and industry, care for the vulnerable, and accountability in governance. Love continues with land, housing and ownership, opportunity for youth, violence prevention, and environmental resilience. Presenting the document Tuesday evening, PNP President Mark Golding recognized the steady macroeconomic gains made over the last two administrations. He, however, decried what he sees as the lack of meaningful pass-through to the wider society.
The daily reality faced by our people is very different. Wages cannot stretch, prices rise daily, public services are substandard, young people have too few opportunities, and communities across our country are trapped in poverty, crime, and neglect. Stability in the public finances without quality of life for the people is not prosperity, and is why the people of Jamaica are clamoring for change.
The opposition leader promised sweeping reforms across several socio-economic areas in Jamaican life. Among them, Opposition Senator Donna Scott Motley spoke to the need for critical justice improvements, not only in court infrastructure, but also what she believes is proper stakeholder-led constitutional reform.
Because if you love your people, you must give them a place where they feel appreciated and valued. And so we will pursue constitutional amendments through a transparent and participatory process that engages shareholders from the ground up, all aimed primarily at the outset with replacing the British monarch with a Jamaican president, chosen by the people and accountable to the people.
Likewise, industry spokesman for the PNP, Anthony Hilton, called for reinvigoration of brand Jamaica and an export and logistics-led economy. He says the PNP endeavors to deliver 100,000 direct jobs in short order through its policy proposals.
Logistics is the lifeblood of modern commerce, and Jamaica is uniquely positioned to be its beating heart in the Americas. We will build logistics hubs that position Jamaica as a gateway between the Americas and the world. We will create over 100,000 direct jobs and 400,000 indirect jobs, not in 5 decades, but in the next decade, anchored in a bold SEZ infrastructure strategy.
The PNP is promising that there's more to come for Jamaicans under future PNP government.
Time come to lift our country higher and build a future that belongs to all of us. Let us take this journey together. Thank you.
Siobhan Campbell for Nationwide News.
Meanwhile, the PNP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell closed out the proceedings and sought to assure Jamaicans that the party is paying attention to the things they say are making their lives difficult.
We took our time in opposition to consult with the people. This is the People's Party. We did messaging polls. We did focus group discussions. We involved the delegates at our annual conference. We got feedback from the task force, from the different shadow spokespersons. And we have put together some practical solutions for complex problems that are affecting our country. We've heard from the people. They want to see what they're working for. People want to be able to enjoy life here and don't feel that they have to migrate in order to have a good life.
Dr. Campbell says he's prepared for steps the ruling JLP will take in an attempt to undermine the PNP's manifesto pledges.
and we know what our opponents are likely to do. They knew that an election was due and they were supposed to call it, and yet still we've gotten to this point and they don't have a manifesto as yet. We know exactly what they will do. We say 50,000 houses, they will say 60,000, even though in the last term they've only built 20.
Dr. Dayton Campbell, PNP General Secretary. A senior member of the JLP's Communication Task Force, Senator Marlon Morgan, says the party is running an achievement-centric campaign designed to counter the incumbent fatigue among voters. Senator Morgan made the point while speaking on Cliff Hughes Online on Tuesday.
At the two-term mark, you would usually have the citizenry or a segment of the electorate at least being a bit despondent and lukewarm vis-a-vis the incumbent. However, for us, how we divest ourselves of any such fatigue or any such downside is by pointing the Jamaican people to our record, our report card, as the Prime Minister did on Sunday, and all of our speakers. You saw a considerable message discipline on Sunday. All of our speakers spoke to our achievements and our report card, because our prospectus along to our report card is what we're presenting to the electorate of Jamaica and asking for their support on the 3rd of September.
Senator Morgan says the direct interaction with Jamaicans led by the Prime Minister show that the JLP wants to meet voters directly to transmit the message about the party's achievements and plans for the future.
We are doing a number of things like what we did 2 Wednesdays ago when we took to the streets of Jamaica with fanned out across the country in what we described as a media blitz, and the Prime Minister, primus inter pares, our party leader, was in the vanguard and at the forefront of that in issuing our booklet, while some jokers elected to go and wipe windscreens a couple of days thereafter.
Senator Marlon Morgan, senior member of the JLP's Communication Task Force, speaking on Cliff Hughes Online. And Senator Morgan says the JLP's popularity among younger Jamaicans continues to rise.
We are doing the number of things, Cliff, and I'm on a campaign right now as we speak with a throng of young people. We have managed to excite young laborites, persons who were hitherto on the fence and nonchalant, and we have youngsters from our universities who are in a motorcade as I speak. We are going to be taking Jamaica by storm in terms of our record of performance, our message of achievement, and our message of hope.
Senator Marlon Morgan, senior member of the JLP's Communications Task Force. The JLP's candidate in waiting in northwest Manchester, Damian Young, says party workers are ready as he bids to unseat the PNP's Michael Phillips in the September 3 general election. Young spoke to Nationwide News on Tuesday during a JLP tour of Manchester.
It's important to note we have been working as a team. We have been training our workers. We have put our workers in place. We have done our canvas. We know our numbers. We know that victory is nigh. We have also made sure that we adequately engage ourselves with the people. We have shared our plans with the people. The people know what Job Boss intends to do. The people know what Damian Young wants to accomplish. The people understand that I come to bring opportunities and jobs to the young people of Northwest Manchester.
Young lost to Phillips in the September 2020 general election, but he says things will be different second time around.
I want to say to the PNP people and the JLP people of Northwest Manchester who are fed up and tired with the lack and the underrepresentation, who has no voice, who cannot access the powers that be, who want real and proper representation but cannot get it, who when they turn up to the office of the current MP, they have to stay there from morning till night and don't get any attention in the service, who have to drive on these uncomfortable and deplorable road conditions. I want to say to all these people, soon and very soon, deliverance will come.
Damian Young, JLP standard bearer in northwest Manchester. The Supreme Court has ordered social media personality Julie Malcolm to pay a fine of $500,000 or face 21 days in prison. This arises from a contempt of court case brought by the Integrity Commission. The ruling found that Malcolm breached a prior order issued by Justice A. Lawrence Granger in August 2023. That order had required her to remove and cease publishing defamatory statements about the Commission and its officers on social media. The contempt proceedings findings stemmed from a series of posts in which Malcolm alleged corruption at the Integrity Commission. On July 21, 2023, the Commission sued her for aggravated and exemplary damages, interest, and costs. A subsequent application for injunctions filed in August 2023 sought to force the removal of the posts and prevent further publication. Despite the injunction, Malcolm allegedly continued her online campaign, prompting the Commission to file a contempt application in February. The court determined she had willfully disobeyed its order and imposed the fine, payable within 10 days of service of the ruling. In a statement, the Commission welcomed the outcome, saying it reinforces the significance of upholding compliance with court directives and sends a clear message that defiance will carry serious consequences. Rehabilitation work has started on more than 80 roads under the Spark program. That's according to Works Minister Robert Morgan. He gave the update while speaking on Nationwide's Consumer Hour on Tuesday. Colicia Wright reports.
The program is officially known as the Shared Prosperity through Accelerated Improvement to Our Road Network. It's popularly called SPARK. It began in December 2024 and is valued at $45 billion. It includes the rehabilitation of main, local, and community roads. Works Minister Robert Morgan says rehabilitation work is well advanced on at least one road in each constituency.
To a great extent, we have started about 80 other roads at various levels of completion. Starting a road doesn't mean that the chapter is on the road. There's a whole series of processes that have to take place. We have to do the designs, we have to do the surveys, we have to do all of those things.
Yes.
So far, we've probably gone about 80 other roads, which have started, which means that we would have achieved our target of at least one road started per constituency. I've not fully achieved my target to finish 100 roads by September, because what has happened is that as we are doing the work, we're coming up on infrastructural and engineering challenges, and we have to address those challenges.
The program includes 4 work orders to date. Minister Morgan noted that the roads under 3 of the 4 work orders have already started.
So for work order number 1, we have started about 14 of the roads. Work order number 2, we have 14 as well. Work order number 3, we have 12 roads and so on. So we have started 3 work orders so far, and if each work order has 42, then you can imagine that's 42 times 3, that's 126. So we have 126 roads that are at various stages of whether engineering or fixing, and but in terms of actual work on the ground, I think we have gone about 70 roads so far.
He says no other administration has invested more in road rehabilitation of the nation's roads.
Since between March 2024 and March 2025, we would have expended approximately $7.5 billion on road infrastructure. This does not include the Mobile Perimeter Road. This does not include the South Coast Highway Improvement Project or the other capital projects, which is another $20 billion. Between March of this year and now, we have gone approximately over almost $5 billion on road work that we have been doing. We are fixing over the last 2 years. More roads have been fixed in the last 2 years, Tana, than have ever been fixed in the history of the country.
Colicia Wright for Nationwide News.
Overseas news now. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky traveled to Berlin on Wednesday for a German-hosted virtual meeting with U.S. President Donald Trump and EU leaders. Zelensky will meet German Chancellor Friedrich Merz before a video conference with the leaders of Finland, France, Britain, Italy, Poland, and the EU. NATO's Secretary General Mark Rutte is also set to attend. Trump and his Vice President J.D. Vance are set to join the call. The online meeting comes 2 days before the U.S. President is set to meet Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska. Europe's leaders are trying to drive home the perils of selling out Kyiv's interests at the first U.S.-Russia summit since 2021. Trump says the Alaska talks will be a feel-out meeting as he pursues a ceasefire in Moscow's war on Ukraine. That's the news.